I stole from my mom 100K for my first relationship. I housed him. I was clothing him, feeding him. My allowance my dad would give me, I'd give it to him. I made him even drive my mom's car. It was very toxic. He got in between the fights of me and my mom. He was like taking it so personal that why would you be doing this? I was shouting at him, like why is he getting involved? And then he slapped me. He beat me up. There's this cocktail party that always happens in Oka every month. And this was last year. I had broken up with him. He was friends with my friends. So I saw them there at the party and I saw that they were with him. They were talking. So from a distance now, I could see this guy being my ex, waving hand with so much rage and anger. Like, come back, come back, come back. I was confused. I didn't go back because I don't know why he's angry. The next thing, somebody's grabbing my phone from the back. I saw it was my ex. I'm trying to grab my phone. I'm struggling to get my phone back from this guy. He started beating me up in the crowd. I swear on my life, I hate him.
Okay, good day.
Good evening. My name is Ubaogechuku Linda. I'm from Oga, Agwata, Anambra State.
Where do you reside currently?
Anambra, Amobia, both.
Tell us
Um,
about it.
I'm a student in my 200 level and I'm a writer,
What do you write?
non-fiction stories and fictional stories. I grew up in South Africa. I was raised in South Africa, and the area I grew up was nice. I grew up in the suburbs where the white people stay. The impact of my parents. Well, my dad, my dad was a very busy person. He traveled a lot. My mom, she was working hand in hand with my dad, and yeah, that is it. My dad needed us to know more about his roots.
So, what do you have to say about the roots?
Oh, I can't say I'm still adapting because I've been here, but I want to also still say I'm adapting because we're not really close to most of our family members. So, and staying in Oka, I want not, Oka. When I moved to Nigeria, I stayed with my uncle and my auntie. So them staying with them was fun. I grew up with my cousins. I mean, I stayed with my cousins and my brother. So the roots of my dad are kind of complicated. That's how I'll put it because I still don't know how to speak Igbo.
How?
My cousins, when I stayed with my cousins, and them themselves, they don't speak Igbo, but they know how to speak Igbo better than I do. So we were just communicating in English. But
Okay.
now I'm staying with my mom. I still speak closer with my mom. Yeah.
So, how far can you speak Igbo?
To an extent, I guess.
What can you say in Igbo?
Afambu, Ogechukwu.
You can speak.
But the alphabets are complicated.
Yes.
My education background in South Africa, I liked it there. My education background here, nah.
What happened?
The education system in Nigeria is hard. And compared to South Africa, you can't even compare it because it's hard here.
Okay.
And unless if you stayed in South Africa and unless you were like ahead of other students, ahead of the teachers, you were studying more, and you came here and you feel like you can pass exams they give you, you're sorted. Well, I was not that type of person. I was just, and I'm still not that type of person. I'll not. I really just don't like school too. So I feel like I'm also ignorant of the fact that I can study and go ahead of other people. But the subjects I did in essay in South Africa were very easy. I will not. I think what I had done so far there were easier than what I am doing now because I could pass to my exams in essay except Afrikaans because we did there's another language in essay that is Afrikaans. The white people area they speak that. Well, even the black people do speak depending on where you grew up. So I was not really acing that. Well, the rest I was acing it. Then I came to Nigeria. The mathematics is tough, very tough.
Compare.
The mathematics somebody is solving here in Nigeria, I think you have to enter a higher institution, an essay. And it's somebody in higher institution that can do it, honestly a mathematician. The mathematics in South Africa, easy. Grade 5 in South Africa, the mathematics was easy. Grade 5 in Nigeria, the mathematics was complicated. I wrote my common entrance and it was bad. Yeah.
So how were you able to cope in Nigeria? You had special tutor or what?
Yeah. Because I came to Nigeria with my mom and my brother. Well, at some points, my mom went to stay with my dad. And then my auntie had a tutor for her kids before we came. So that same tutor taught me. And I got into boarding school. And I had extra lessons too. If you know you really want, like, your child is doing well in South Africa in the education, and you feel like you have this mindset that you already know that the education system in Nigeria is hard, and you don't want your child to disappoint you, just leave them there. Just leave them.
Why?
My brother picked up very easy. My brother picked up very easy. I was lacking behind. I still also have friends that's and cousins that are the same as me. When they came here, what I found difficult, they also found difficult. But they also had siblings that picked up faster also. So bringing your child here, if you don't want to just continue, if you want to continue saying, "Oh, I'm proud of you," keep it up. Don't bring them here. In South Africa, I prefer the fun, the environment. In Nigeria, the food, I love them. In South Africa, we don't really have food. Cultures, like, there's this dish, pap and chakalaka, and spinach and pap, verus. It goes, but it's the same thing, In different cultures now, there's a way they'll do their own spinach. That is it. But in Nigeria, there's variety of foods. I love the food in Nigeria, but in terms of safety I'd prefer Nigeria.
How? You mean Nigeria is safe more than South Africa? Say it.
Yes, that is what I'm going to say. In South Africa, there's a lot of petty crimes. You know, you can't. In Ekoka, you can press your phone. It's not safe though, but in Ekoka, you can press your phone and walk, even though it's not safe. It's not. But in South Africa, you can't. You can't even wear your jewelry. Like my mom, there's this time she wore a gold chain, gold accessories. They took it from her. They stole it, as in you can't even fight with them, you know. And in the car, there's this time also in the car, windows were down. You can't even drive with your windows down. They'll put hand inside and collect whatever they like. You know, it's just not advisable to if you want to go there for a certain thing, go with just your money. Don't go with your phone. Don't go with accessories. Don't even dress posh. In Okaka here, you can do it. In the markets here, you can do it. It's not really safe, or it is safe to an extent.
Is it in the street or both in the cities?
Cities too, because the city in the mall, even in the biggest mall, they can rob. Because South Africa and the malls can be open 24/7. So maybe that shop that is open 24/7 now, they are going to break it. They are going to break in, and there's a lot of petty crimes in South Africa. So why? And most of my family people that are also mixed like me are bringing their children here, and it's also because of the safety and just for them to know their father's roots. In Nigeria, there's also crimes. There are crimes in Nigeria, but I can't compare them to what's going on in South Africa.
Beautiful. This is the first time I'm hearing this. Okay. You have more to say about that?
No, I just pray my mom does not see this.
Okay.
3.
3.
Yeah.
Most ladies that come to this show say 3. Why?
I don't know. I came to Nigeria and I started my dating era here.
Why?
Why? I don't think I knew what relationships were in South Africa. I was never going out. I don't even go out with friends. No, I think my maturity level grew up here. He beats me up. It was very toxic. Very toxic. And I think that is my fault too. I blame because I housed him. Yeah. And he felt too comfortable to feel like he can do anything he wants. You know? Yeah.
Give us some experience. What happened? How you met him and some of the things he did.
Okay. So I have my first friend I met here in Nigeria is a girl. So we became close, you know. And her mom was like, because my mom never had friends. Because my mom came back to Nigeria after she stayed with my dad in Israel. And my friend's mom was like helping my mom cope with a lot of things in Nigeria because my mom kept feeling homesick, you know, so she was always there for my mom. So and she's working in a spa here in Oka. So then there's this, I don't know what to call it. We should call it an amusement park. I don't know what to call it, but it had in Nibo. There's this place. It had a swimming pool, a spa. So the owner wanted my mom's friend to work there, but my mom's friend didn't think she could like work at both places at the same time. So she gave my mom the one in Nibo, and the one she was running the one in Oka here. But they were both running it together, both of them. My mom could be here, my friend's mom could be the other side. So this guy was a DJ at that side, and at that point, my mom we were staying around here in Oka before we moved to Amobia. So there was a gym in that place. So my mom was like always going there, would always drive that side in the morning. So I drove sorry. I saw a swimming pool. I'm very good at swimming. So I wanted to use swimming as a way of exercising. So I saw this guy. My swimming teacher was there. I saw this guy and he came to me. I was never interested. I was never really interested. I mean, I was I didn't I want to say I was forming her to get so that he can continue to chase me. I really just didn't wanted him, you know. But he kept pestering for months, you know. I even had to like tell him that I had a boyfriend even when I never had one. So he kept pestering, and so became friends, you know. We became friends, and we became friends. We started dating. Now there'll be a time now he would want to just come over and pick me up so we could go out. And that maybe now it's already, and maybe if it's late now for me to go out, and now maybe he'll be like, that he has come this far. I'll say, okay, no problem. You can pass the night here. It went from a night to months to, yeah, it went from months to months, you know. And then I really just even, I think I totally moved on to even forget anything about him. It's not good to hate anybody, but I swear on my life, I hate him. I do. So I think I totally forgot a lot of things about him. I totally just moved on, you know. There's this thing that you cannot deny somebody, but there's this ex I would deny till the end of the world. So I always deny him. Yeah.
What was it like housing a guy?
I even made him take control, like it was his, you know. It was bad because my dad, sends, like from wherever he is, my dad sends containers here. So there are times maybe my dad would send something that is not me and my brother's size, it's not my size. And now I could just give the rest to him. He can even go give his father, give his mom. Then I was clothing him, feeding him. My allowance my dad would give me, I'd give it to him. So at some point he works at this place in Agboka, and he made me work there too as their social media handler. So the payment I got, he took it. Don't do it. Chase him out. If you want to call police to take him out. Even if he has not started showing signs of toxicness, take him out. Because sooner or later, he's going to show it.
So why is it hard for girls to house a guy and help a guy?
No, I'm very okay.
But it's okay for guys to do that for girls.
No, I was open to continue doing what I was doing, but the beating part was what made me get tired of doing what I was doing.
Well, why did they beat you the first time?
I can't even remember the first time he beat me. That's just the thing. I really can't even remember. okay, he got in between the fights of me and my mom, you know, because me and my mom were like having a quarrel. He was like taking it so personal that, ah, why would you be doing this? So me trying to like, okay, I'm talking to my mom. He comes in between and what even happened? I was shouting at him, like, why is he getting involved? And then he slapped me. I ran to my auntie's house because we're staying in the estate. I ran because, and even my auntie was staying in that estate and we're staying in another part of the estate. I ran to the house, to her house, even though I was not supposed to because they don't even know what's going on. But at some point, they did, you know. So it's it's really not bad housing somebody because even if now, regardless of the guy I'm dating now, even if he wasn't as buoyant as he is right now and he needed my help, I would have rendered it. I can go out of my way to help somebody. But that was my last. I've never, after that, I never saw a guy that would come to me and tell me, oh, they need to be housed, you know? Yeah.
Beautiful. What about your second relationship?
My second relationship was just there. It was just there, you know? It was not, it was not toxic, but at some point we just got distant because he changed location. He moved. Why did I fall in love? Okay, this, my ex, the one that was beating me, there's this cocktail party that always happens in Oka every month. So it happened at this place at close to a certain area. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention places.
Just say your thing.
Okay.
Just say okay.
So around Club Streets. So I was there. I went there with my classmates, because I went there with my classmates. It was they at that point they had recently hired me to handle their page. So that is like my first time now at the party as their team member. I was always going for their parties, but that was my first time now being there as their team member. So I only went there, and at that point I've broken up with him, and this was last year. I had broken up with him, and I went with my classmates. So the friends he has are the friends that I had already had even before. So he was friends with my friends. So I saw them there at the party, and they were, and I saw that they were with him, you know, and they came to now sit where me and my friend were. I was not even sitting one place because I have to be around. I have to take videos so that I could post. But at some point, I also sat down with my friend. So, um, my the person that hired me had already recently introduced me to somebody to work for him, which is my current boyfriend. And then, okay, so when he called me aside, he was like, "Oh, this guy wants to see you." I told him about what you do. I said, "Okay, no problem." I stood at a certain area, the area where they're making the cocktails. I stood there and was waiting for him to talk to the other guy that see her. So they were talking, and the guy is still in his car. They were talking. So from a distance now, I could see this guy being my ex, waving hand with so much rage and anger. Like, come back, come back, come back. And I was confused. I didn't go back because I don't know why he's angry. And then finally now, I want to go and meet him. The next thing, like somebody, because I'm the life of the party. Yeah. So somebody just came, hugged me. "I love your vibe," whispered in my ear, "I love your vibe." I'm like, "Thank you." So now trying to meet my boyfriend, my current boyfriend. The next thing, somebody's grabbing my phone from the back, you know. I didn't even see because I was confused, you know. I saw it was my ex, you know. I'm trying to grab my phone. I'm struggling to get my phone back from this guy. He started beating me up in the crowd. Yeah. So that is from that side. I don't think he wanted to get involved because he didn't know if this is my boyfriend, you know. So, but he got involved though. So, um, the next day, the next day, that is when he chatted me, my current boyfriend. He chatted me, and we started getting along. I don't really get along with people like that, but I felt like how I, what has happened yesterday, I feel like I need somebody new to talk to, you know. So I just, I was ignoring every other person that was concerned, but I just needed somebody new to talk to, you know. He didn't even dive into the business I was supposed to do. We're just talking, you know. And from there, we became very close. Even as I started working for him, we became very close. And started dating. Green flag, just be present, just communicate. Yeah. I don't think I've ever fallen for a pure green flag. I think I'm attracted to bad guys. It's not nice, but I don't think you can fall. I don't think you can get your dream guy. You know, I don't think it's possible, but it's hardly possible. I'm not going to say, oh, because this guy has a gun now, because I want to be with him. You know, but you never really know anybody until you to get close to that person, you know. So I don't know why I'm attracted to them. It just, even if now, okay, maybe I'm not in a relationship now, I meet this guy and he's nice, he's good. I cannot chase him away because I'm attracted to bad guys. I feel like that is what I attract, you know, because this, my current boyfriend is, this is like a TikTok challenge. My recent boyfriend is, he's good, he's bad. A lot of people know him though. So, yeah. There's a percentage.
Okay, you personally,
No,
can you fall for a guy because of money?
no. Even if I'm not in a relationship, I'm financially stable on my own. You know, I can't fall in love with a guy because he has money.
Okay. Do you need a guy's money in a relationship?
No, no.
Explain.
I don't need the money because I have the assistance of my dad. I write, I get money from writing too. So even if he decides to give me money, I cannot reject it too. But um, if a guy wants to spend on a girl, he will, you know. And it's not. I don't feel it's proper for a girl to, this guy's not even spending on me. I don't like him. I want to end the relationship because of that.
Hope you're listening. Go
That
ahead.
that is. If I'm allowed to, but that is total BS. That is BS.
Hope you're listening.
Yeah, and even I can't. My dad will also not. My dad will possibly also not be okay with, ah. So with you're falling in love with this guy because he has money. My dad will be very disappointed. that my cousins, my cousins will be totally disappointed because my cousins do a lot for me. They do a lot, even with the money I have. They do a lot for me.
So you're not a fan that the guy must have certain amount of money before he dates you. Family has a lot to play in this role.
Yeah.
Who parents are listening to this? Make money, oh. Be your daughter.
There are some people that will be like, there are some people that will be like, there are some girls that will be like, my dad is spending a lot of money on me. So what would make you think that I'll date you? Because what would make you think I would date you and you cannot do what my dad does, you know? So, and there are some people that also don't believe in that. So if you know your parents are comfortable, I don't think you should be so what word would I use? I don't think you should be so interested in the guy's money. You know, I know some people that their family is comfortable. They don't even want to depend on a guy because of the money. Because even if it's your birthday, I'm going to buy you gifts. If it's our anniversary, I'm going to buy you because I'm actually current. Well, our anniversary is on Wednesday. I'm already doing a lot. I don't even need your money. That's
Okay, 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 nice. And you think your dad has a big role to play in this, right?
it. Yeah. Some guys would disagree. Some guys would agree.
You personally, do you feel like a guy must spend on
It's
a
not the
girl?
most, but at least, you know, at least. I don't really know how to answer that question because the second and now they've done a lot. Yes and no. No, most guys believe that men are polygamous in nature, which is not right. You know, you're putting your main partner in danger. You know, some guys they do whatever they do without protection and still come to their main partner without protection. I mean, you're putting your partner in danger. And they also come to you the way they show their love and everything. They also come to you like they didn't just cheat on you. I recently just said, told my friends right now that don't do it. Don't. I did it. I've done it and I feel like you were happy few minutes ago before you checked his phone, and now you just don't know what to do. But I don't think I don't think I feel like you should check your partner's phone. I feel like you should not check your partner's phone. If you see that this guy is doing what you want, don't check his phone.
Hmm.
Don't check it.
Okay.
Even if you feel like you see something, maybe just put it at the back of your mind that you're going to cry. You're going to miss all these things that this guy is doing for you. Because some guys don't like it. Some guys don't like it. And they might just break up because of that. I've never experienced it though, but yeah. I think am I not young for that?
But you've been in three relationships. If for a girl to be in a relationship, what do you bring to the table?
What do I bring to the table? I've never I don't know. Is loyalty part of it?
No.
Oh, what do I bring to the table? I don't stay with him, so I don't bring anything.
Why do you feel like you don't bring anything?
Cause I don't think I've cooking is cooking part of it. Okay, yeah. I cook um if he needs me to like if I'm coming from my house to come to his place and it's like we've already discussed that this is what he wants to eat. I don't I can buy what we need with my money and get to the house and start cooking. I think that is the only thing I can do. I've I've not gotten to marriage, so I don't know.
You're a nice girl. Okay. I never knew that there were people nice like this.
I stole from my mom. I stole from my mom money for my first relationship. I made him even drive my mom's car. Yeah. Um, what other thing? I think that's just the craziest.
How much did you steal from your mom?
It's not much, but it's big. It's not big, it's not small.
How much was it?
100K.
You stole 100K for your boyfriend.
Yeah?
You stole 100K
Yeah.
to give to your boyfriend.
Yeah.
Why?
There was nothing important he even needed to do. He just said he needed it. And um, he could not get it anywhere else.
You feel like that boy used you.
Yes.
How did he use you?
Because how? Okay, how? Right now, I can't talk about his living states now. Um, at that point, there was he needed money. When we were dating, there are times where I'd give him money. You know, there are times where he'd drive my mom's car. But now, I mean, she's not saying that. You know, and he's still begging. So I feel like maybe because he's not seeing what he saw, what he was gaining from me, that is why he's begging. Yes.
Now, there are intentional guys. There are guys with integrity.
Yes, but then some guys now they'll say, it's love at first sight. What did you see that made you like or love this girl? The bomb bomb, you know, the slim waist, that is what you saw, you know? You've not gotten to know this person and you love this person. What do you love? Because maybe now, maybe you and this guy have already exchanged number. The first message you're seeing from this guy is that I miss you. What are you missing? I love you. What the hell are you loving? You've not even gotten to know me already. You're already saying all of these things.
Tell me one of your encounter about guys that like you because of your body.
Now, there's one now.
Explain.
He's he's well, let's say neighbor, but we just live in a different compound. You know, I just know there's this my neighbors that they stay upstairs. So this guy in the next compound parks his car in our compound. You know, so I'm just coming back from somewhere, and my neighbors that stay upstairs was with this guy by his car. This guy comes and asks for my number. I gave him. bad thing to do though. I gave it to him. No, I didn't give it to him. I told my neighbor to give it to him. Yes, that's what I did. So he gave it to him, and then the next thing, Mama, I like you. Um, Mama, I like you. Do you have a boyfriend? I told him yes. And then he's like, and I said, okay, what about you? He said yes, he has a girlfriend. I'm like, okay, that's nice. And then he comes and is like, that I would like you to come over to my place. I would like you to come over to my place. And then I'm like, to do what in your place? Like, no, just to come. You know, your house is here now. My house, your house is here. My house is here. I'm like, even though, obviously, and you're like, okay, your mom is not going to like it. I'm like, yes, even my boyfriend is not going to like it. And he's like, but I really, he kept repeating, I like you, I like you, I like, and it got me annoyed. And then he's like, okay, no problem. Well, how about we go, there's this hotel close to our side that has a bar and swimming pool. How about we go to the pool side? I'm like, no problem. And it's like, but I go lodge you, she go sleep over. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm not going to sleep over. She has accepted, okay, let's go this place now. And you're already saying, and like, okay, why are you not going to sleep? I'm like, why should I sleep? So if it is your girlfriend that is having this type of conversation now with another guy, were you going to like it like, oh yeah, no sleepover? When will you be free? I'm like, just forget it. That I don't see why you like me. I don't know you. You don't know me. I just know that you stay there. I stay here. I see you when I bump into you. That is hi. When we see each other in person, like when he's coming to park his car in our compound, we just say hi. We don't even do like people that have each other's contacts on WhatsApp, you know. So him now telling me he likes me, that is total BS. Apologies.
So, do you mean that the guys should not like what they see?
Like what you see, it's chill, it's calm. But then again, you can't just start a conversation with I like you.
Give them some lines.
Yeah, get to know each other to like know each other because like we've not gotten to an like we don't know each other to an extent and you're already liking me. That is lost. You know, that person looked at you with lust.
That's beautiful. You are intelligent.
Thank you. If you're ready, you can.
Oh, you personally.
Me now. People that ladies that are not even in career, like don't that are not making money for themselves do get married. You know. So if me now, the one I'm dating is to even come and say he wants to marry me, I'm going to accept it. You know. I don't see anything wrong with it. Marry. Can't we just date first until you know that if because what if now as you enter that marriage you get pregnant, you know? Yes, you're working, I understand that, but I feel like yes, you get my support full time, but I feel like you should work on yourself first. Be financially stable. You don't need to be rich. You don't need to be a millionaire. You don't need to be a billionaire, but work on building yourself first.
So you're saying that poor guys should not be in a relationship.
I did not say they should not be in a relationship. I said they should not, if they have the intentions of getting married to this girl, that is okay. And if your girl is supporting you too, she's with you, even at hard times, Yes, because once a guy now sees what he's looking for, like in the finance aspects, and he still loves this girl, he's going to still want to marry the girl. I'm not saying they can get into the relationship, but don't get married yet because you might end up having kids and you are not going to be able to um, meet up with the needs and
So you are
wants.
saying that you cannot marry a broke guy.
Oh,
Hmm?
chill. I really don't know,
That
man.
loves you so much.
He loves me. I'm not saying I'm going to leave you. I'm not going to leave you. But work on yourself. We can get engaged, yes. But let's not do a wedding yet.
Until he makes it.
Yeah.
Oh, how?
Weddings are expensive. I'm not saying I want an expensive
Mm-hmm.
wedding, but weddings are expensive. Because if you get my, like now that you're not financially there, you know, you want to do the wedding, yes. But how do you feel like, how don't you think that you want to give your wife everything, you know? Oh God, I don't even know if I'm making sense.
But earlier you said
But
you can date but not for money. That money is not the reason you date. But why now you feel like the guy should have money?
I'm thinking about the
Okay,
children. I'm
go
thinking about
ahead.
the kids. You know, what is going, like a lot of things is going, things change after marriage. A lot. You are going to start staying together. Your wife's needs, your wife's wants. You might not be able to meet it, and you that is the guy. It's not like the girl is complaining. No, the girl is not complaining. But you're the guy. You're going to observe that you're not giving this girl what she wants. Even though you see that she's not complaining, but you're going to want what's best for your wife. I mean, even if okay, you people say okay, let's get married. Let's just put it this way: if you accept to marry this guy, don't don't make kids at that moment. Like that story that the woman lost her child, Abby, she died because of the guy did not have the money to pay the hospital bills. You wouldn't want that to be you. If you want to keep it, keep it. If you feel like you're ready to have sex, have sex.
What? This generation now believe in iniquity.
No, like some girls are losing their virginity. They are just losing their virginity now, you know, because they were not ready yesterday. Do you get what I'm saying?
No.
Well, virginity is not a ticket, please. Virginity is not a ticket.
I don't understand. What do you mean by that?
You mean like sex before marriage, right? I mean, this generation is cooked. So let's just be honest. Everybody is having sex.
Well, why do you think everybody's average? We have righteous people like us.
That one day now. But then again, some girls are like somebody that is dating now that she's 21 and she feels like she's ready. If the guy makes a move and she tells the guy that she has not done it before, they take their time. They take their time before penetration, you know. So maybe at a certain point, when if the girl is ready, she'll tell the guy that she's ready to have sex, you know, like for the first time. But also, if she feels like she's ready to bear the heartbreak,
So why do you ladies feel like if a guy and a girl have sex, that the guy is gaining, and if they break up, the girl will lose because she gave him her virginity? I don't understand.
no, so some girls cry like they be like, "Ah, if I never gave this guy my virginity, I wouldn't be crying by now." I'm not saying the guy is gaining, but If you're strong enough, that is the mindset of people. That is not how I thought, though. That wasn't how I thought. I just moved on. I think because I don't know why, but I just moved on. I never thought that way, but I know people that think that way. Like Jesus.
Yes.
I don't believe in Jesus.
You don't believe in Jesus.
No.
Why?
I I just believe there's one God. I just believe in God. No. Um I was just believing in the white people, what white people believe in. This is exactly what my dad is going to say. I'm a pagan. That is just it. I just believe in God.
You're not a, your parents, are they Christian or Muslim?
We just we're not Muslim, we're not Christians. We just believe in God. We just pray to God.
Which God?
God now.
What's the name of your God?
God. The God that Christians believe in.
They believe in Jesus.
So Christians don't believe in God.
Yeah, I believe God is the Father of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we believe in God. Yeah.
You know
We don't if we
God.
pray, there are prayers, Jesus, please protect this, Jesus do this. No, we don't do that. We say, God, please.
Okay, so apparently you're a Christian.
I pray to my ancestors. Um, um, it's just recently I converted, so I haven't felt anything like that.
Okay, recently you converted to being a pagan. Okay, so because you don't believe in Jesus, you don't fear God.
I fear God.
So you feel like God is in support of having sex before marriage.
No, like I said, this generation is cooked. I feel
Okay.
like this generation came with a lot of things, you know. Some broke girls believe a lot in social media. They believe that the pastures are greener on the other side. you know. Now, when they get into the relationship, now they'll be like, so I saw this TikToker and the guy is spending on her. Why can't he spend on me? You know, some people with that mindset. But if you're broke, having the mindset of if I enter this relationship, I know he's going to spend on me. You know, um, but and then he ends up not doing that, and she now starts comparing what she sees on social media to reality. It's bad. I mean, it's not nice. Shouldn't do that. They should make their money. Even if your guy is making, yeah, like spending on you, you know. I mean, at some point, there's this joy in making your own money, you know. And
Did you make your money?
yeah,
How did you make your money?
writing. I feel like what made me to start writing.
Because I feel like it's your father's money that you are enjoying. And you're telling other broke girls that are working hard to go and look for money.
No,
Defend that.
see, my dad did not even know that I started writing. At some point, he even got pissed that I don't ask him for money. What even made me start writing was at some point I started self-inflicting pain on myself. And the first relationship I entered, that is just the reason I started writing. I started thinking a lot. I started keeping more to myself. I hardly went out because I was always going out. But at some point, I stopped going out. And I think the way I thought made me to start writing. I started finding websites on my own on where I can ghostwrite, like people that need ghostwriters. and write for myself too. Roughly like $500.
You make up to $500 a month.
Yeah, you can make up to that. Depending, like it's just that I think the contracts I am using in the website I'm going for pays me. I can get more than $500, just depending on what you did that month, you know. But yeah,
Okay, now you are able to work on that website because you have privilege from your father.
how?
I don't think Nigerians can work on that website
No,
with Nigerians.
you can.
Nigerians can work on the
Nigerians
website.
can work on that website. You don't. Some people you don't need to pay a site to be able to work for them. You know, because even if I'm filling that form, everything I put there is Nigeria, and because when I entered university, I needed to make a Nigerian birth certificate. So, I mean, you can work, go to a site, you don't need to pay. You don't need to pay because you want to work for them. I didn't get money from my dad.
So you make up to $500 a month
500
currently.
naira plus.
500,000 naira. Dollar.
$500 plus.
Oh, that's beautiful. So you feel like any girl that is not making up to $500 should not be in a relationship.
That is not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
That is not what I'm saying. Before I started dating, like this guy I'm with, I was okay. I was working for the cocktail party. I was getting paid, yes, but still, I was not making what I make now. But I was still dating, and he still spent on me.
I feel like the background your dad created for you gave you enabling environment for you to
So you're going to say it's the environment.
because you were not thinking about rent and other stuff.
Fair enough.
So what do you have to say about that? Since you were not thinking about rent and feeding, you had time to focus on your passion.
No, I do think of feeding. I have a place in school. I feed myself.
You feed yourself.
Yeah.
So what motivated you to start copywriting? Since you had food,
What
since your dad was there to help you.
I told you, I was self-inflicting pain on myself. The first relationship I was in demoralized everything in me, and the way I kept keeping to myself and thinking a lot.
So people feel like girls that are from rich, that are from well-to-do family, have everything sorted out for them, and are usually relaxed in life, and they don't feel like they need to struggle. What do you have to say about that?
They don't need to struggle.
To make money, since their family have their back.
They don't need to struggle. I feel like I didn't like the fact that I was depending on my dad. That is why I started working, getting like trying to make my own money. I didn't like the fact that I was depending on him only. So if you have the mindset of you also want to make your own money, I mean, you're going to have to work hard. Because even my boyfriend didn't like the fact that I was only depending on him and my dad. He paid for me, like he paid this class for me to learn wrestling arts. I started doing that too. So him too, he needed me to work. And I feel like yes, I also needed to work. I mean, I always tell my friends, don't only depend on a guy's money. Because now you might, as you're depending on that guy's money, if you're single, what are you going to do? Like, if you guys don't end up dating, like tomorrow, what are you going to do? You're going to do what? If you're, because me now, even if I stop dating this guy, without my dad being included, the money I make Um, I'm going to sort myself out.
That's beautiful. It's been nice having you in the show.
Thanks.
So it's been
Yeah.
interesting discussing about relationship and how broke girls should not get into relationship. Okay. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
What? There's nothing like a South African. There's nothing like South African language. Speak South African language. There's still nothing like speak Nigerian language for me. Speak Igbo. Speak Yoruba. Speak Zulu. Speak Xhosa.
Which language in South African can you speak?
Xhosa and Zulu.
Okay, let's have say something about this show with Zulu.
In Zulu. Zulu is not my language. It's not my mom's language, but okay. Because Zulu and Xhosa are similar. What I like about this show, right?
Yeah.
Le show, yeah. No, I can't say it in Zulu. I cannot say it in Xhosa.
Which language can you say it in?
Xhosa.
Okay, say it.
Ndiayithanda le show Dibuyakon.
What does that mean?
I like the show I came to.
That's all.
Yeah.
What did you talk about in the show? Say it in your language.
Besiteta Demets.
Are you struggling to speak? Or are you struggling?
Because some of these words I'm supposed to say, if I'm saying it, if I'm speaking like with my mom, I'll say it in English, some of the words.
Oh,
Yeah. So me saying it now, I want to I don't know, something's making me, I'm trying to know those English words I want to say. What are they in Xhosa? So that is the hard part.
what's thank you in Hausa?
In Xhosa,
Hausa.
the
What's thank you?
thank you.
What's thank you in?
Diabonga. Diabonga.
Giabonga. Okay. So if I want to say thank you for coming to the show, how do I say it?
Diabonga. Ubuya. Lesho yami. Diabonga. Ubuya lesho yami. That thank you for coming to this my show.
Okay, there's something I want you to say finally before we leave.
Okay.
Say, I want all broke girls to get something to eat before they get
That
to
is it. That is it. No, but I can call my mom though.
So you can't say that.
No.
All right. So you can just say get something to eat before you get into a relationship.
Yenza. I'm going to say it mix it.
Okay, try.
Yenza into before Ubuya a relationship.
Even we understand that.
That is the thing.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. My name is Uba Ogechukulinda. This is Adult Gist. Subscribe and keep watching. Thank you.